In this video, I'm going to show you how to place the outer tie rods on this Toyota Tacoma. Let's install these TRQ tie rods. Let's remove the wheel. You can either use a thin wall 21mm socket or use a little pry bar screwdriver. Pull this cap off. Now you can use a regular size socket to get all the 5 21mm lug nuts off. With those off, remove the wheel. Let's break free the jam nut that locks the inner and outer tie rod together. This is a 22mm in size, so put a wrench on it. Break it free. Sometimes you might have to tap the wrench with a hammer. Once it's loose, let's move on to removing the outer tie rod castle nut. This castle nut has a cotter pin here that we have to remove. If yours is seized and doesn't want to come off, you're just going to have to cut it flush with the end of the tie rod here, or the nut, and then hammer a socket over. But sometimes you can grab it with cutters and kind of walk it out. There we go. Discard this, don't reuse cotter pins. If you still have the original mounting nut, should be a 17mm socket. Mine is not, and it's an 18. Take that off. Tap the side of the knuckle with a hammer, and this stud should break free and pop out of the knuckle. Now to remove the outer tie rod, count the threads that it takes to take it off. That way when you put it back on, you can put it back the same amount of threads and get your alignment close. Of course, you will still need alignment after this job, but this will get you close. Take the outer tie rod, thread it on the same amount of turns that it took to take it off. Just as a reminder, once again, you do need an alignment, but this will get you close. That's about where mine was. I'm going to bring the jam nut closer, and now let's put it into the knuckle. Put it through, put on the castle nut, snug this up. When you torque this, if you have the two-wheel drive version, the torque will be 53 foot-pounds. If you have the four-wheel drive version, it'll be 67 foot-pounds. So that's 53. Mine is a two-wheel drive version, so that's what I'm going to. You want to make sure that the castle nut is lined up with the slot in the tie rod. Mine is, so I'm good to go. If yours is not, continue tightening. Even if it's close, don't loosen the nut to get it to line up. Put the cotter pin in. Once again, always use a new cotter pin. And then bend it over to lock it in. There we go. Snug up the jam nut. The torque for this is 40 foot-pounds. However, if you don't have anything to torque it with, just make it snug. Your alignment professional should take care of it anyway. There we go. And now bring it back about level so that the outer tie rod doesn't sit at an angle. Let's get the wheel back on. Start on all 5 of your lug nuts. Bottom them out in a cross pattern, and then also in a cross pattern, tighten them to 83 foot-pounds. Once again, 83 foot-pounds for all these lug nuts in a cross pattern. After finishing this repair, it's important to have an alignment done on your vehicle. And if your truck had the center caps, go ahead and put these back on.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.